Alright. I've been staring at this chart for a little bit. I am a little bit of concerned about budget gaming. What I mean by that is, can you buy anything new nowadays to actually fit into a quote unquote budget gaming? And I think I can, but not without few of the sacrifices. I don't know what your guys' definition of budget gaming is, but for me, if it's budget gaming, I'm looking at um, used hardware. When it comes to new budget gaming, like it's actually very hard to build one nowadays for a decent price. I mean, nowadays people are saying, "Oh yeah, under $1,000 would you consider to be budget?" I'm like, really? Like Linus, last couple few years has been, building $500 budget gaming PC, which is cringy sometimes looking at what he did, but then again, it's doable. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go click through a few things quickly to figure out if I can actually buy something decent nowadays on a budget that actually, be under 1,000 and still be quite reasonable sort of priced. So I'm staring at this chart right now, and we're looking at 1080p gaming. And to be honest, 1080p is a little bit outdated. I wanted to do more of a 1440 Ultra sort of build that's on a budget. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. Is like we're building stuff backwards just because of price nowadays. Like 1080p shouldn't, like, we should go up in resolution. 1080p has been out for so freaking long. Like, why are people still buying like 1440p stuff? I mean, sorry, 1080p stuff. And let's just do a quick search on monitors, right? Because that's where your limiting factor is, your monitor. Go aside, honestly, just go 1440p, and we'll be looking at 100 hertz, 180 hertz, 165 hertz. Dell makes very good monitors, and that's another Dell 180 hertz. And to be honest, they're all pretty good. I mean, for $149, I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable price for a PC build, right? And to be honest, I think I should include this as part of my build, just because of you are gonna upgrade when you want to upgrade. Like, you don't want to be like, how I say, partially upgraded, and you're running to maybe new and old hardware compatibility issues. You try to put a Gen 4 graphics card in a Gen 3 PCI slot or something like that, or if you already have Gen 3 SSD, or SATA SSD, and you're trying to pop it into a Gen 5 slot. Yeah, it'll work, but like, why would you just upgrade? You know what I mean? Like, run into issue like that. So my idea is to aim to utilize this particular resolution, and hopefully we can come with something that's decent under $1,000, including the monitor. Now, I'm staring at this chart here, and I am looking at the 60 and up sort of chart. And 40 series now are new. I get it. And 4070 and 4060 are just on two completely different league here. Sorry, 4060 Ti are on two different complete league here. And nobody nowadays should be buying the 4060. And if they're buying 4060, they should be buying used 3060. And yeah, just put that out of the way. And new, and you shouldn't be buying a 7600 X3D. You should be buying a 7700 X3D, because like they're just leaps apart. Like why you're paying a little bit less, having almost double the performance, right? So let's see if 4070 and 77 X3 XT can, like, how much it's going for. What are you getting from these two? 4070, I know they're still being sold, and 7700 X3D. Sorry, not X3D, but 77 XT. Are $400? Seriously, new? What else can we get? We can get a used 3080, like for $300, maybe $350 if you're willing to spend a little bit more to get a decent one on a used market. I mean, it's so hard to pick nowadays. You're stuck. There's no budget options. Like when you do budget, you're losing a lot of performance from the chart here. 6800. Do we have new 6800s? No, they're $400. To be honest, I'm unwilling to compromise on the graphics card, especially running 1440p. I think I might just pick the cheapest one here, and then just sort of cheap out on other components out there. There you go. We're already at $500. It's yeah, it's half the budget there already. CPU wise, let's go buy something that we know we can get it for cheap. Let's go backwards. Storage, I am leaning towards the cheapest, name branded sort of NVMe SSD. Doesn't matter Gen 4, Gen 3. I think they're all good enough, especially for budget gaming. Silicon power. Do we need 2 terabyte or 1 terabyte? You know what? I'm gonna pop in a 2 terabyte, a cheapest 2 terabyte, and then we'll see where the budget takes me. Memory. And do we want to go DDR5 or DDR4? Because we could still go to DDR4 and get some of the older AMD or Intel motherboards and CPUs. You know what? Let's find those first. Case and power supply, that's very, we can vary with it. Let's find. Let us find good motherboards out there. I'm pretty sure there's still new B550 and Intel. I know there's some cheap Z690 motherboards out there. If you get a cheap 690, it'll be hands down be a better option than B550. And for MSI for 143 and for platform. So what is AM? Yeah, I think AM5 is just too expensive. The AM5 stuff is just too expensive, I think. Let's clear this. Let's clear these. Let's find some AM5 stuff, see what the price is. Because the AM5, you'd be stuck with DDR5. Where do we start? AM5. Any cheap boards? Yeah, I've seen this one. Not the greatest board, but it'll do the job, especially put a cheap CPU in it. I think better approach is to find a CPU. Where do we start with the CPU? Well, let's filter by the price. We spend how much? $400 on a graphics card? I think we should limit ourselves to maybe under something like $250. And I think for somebody to purchase, I think that's just too pricey for what it is. $255 for this crap? 10900K? Yeah, you can't find a motherboard with that nowadays. i5 14500, that's okay, I suppose. Let's go this. Zen 4, Zen 5, Alder Lake, Raptor Lake. I think that covers the 12th gen and up. And Zen 4, Zen 5, and Zen 3. Okay, that filters out a little bit more. What do we have price wise that's decent? We don't want to go lower than like, why is 2 cores there? We don't want to go lower than 6 cores or even 8 cores, to be honest. 57. I know this chip was on sale a while back on Black Friday. I mean, this is equivalent to, for gaming wise, I think that's still quite decent for what it is. I think maybe I should go for something mid, a little bit more oomph. I think the 14600K is probably your best bet, or maybe the 5700 X3D. So I think these two chips are your toss-up. So in my opinion, you like, if you want to dedicate your build with just gaming, you should be getting the 57X 3D. But if you're building for a more balanced approach, I think you should get the Intel, the 14600K. You know what? I'm gonna pick Intel in this build because I want my I want to see how DDR RAM will affect my price. I think motherboard you could squeeze in bucks $10, $20 here and there to pick between AMD and Intel. But I think memory, you're kind of limited to. So one thing about memory is that 2025, do not get 16 gigabyte. It's a horrible choice because you're gonna end up spending money later on to make other things to work. We want to go for DDR4, DDR5. Obviously, yeah, these are given. SODIMMs? No, sorry, wrong ones. These guys. Alright, look at these guys. These are DDR4. What is the cheapest DDR4 we can get? We could get it for $42. And first world lanes in Kansas Institute are quite decent for DDR4. DDR5, $69 with no heatsink. That's about double the price. But then we can get something pretty Gucci like this one for $80. You know what? Let's pick this one so we can go down in price if we're over budget. Let's pick one of these. And like, unfortunately, this chip, I don't think it comes with a CPU cooler. I know some of the AMD stuff will come with a stock cooler. Let's see. Intel boards. Ooh, this is a nice board. Reptile with Wi-Fi for that price? That's no brainer. Why do you pick? Oh, yeah. You don't have to. Like, this is easy choice. Garbage, 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 garbage. Prime. Okay, not so garbage, but like this looks premium. This looks so premium. Has decent enough USB. Has Wi-Fi. You can upgrade the Wi-Fi on this? Oh man, just get this. This is so great. This is the one of the better choices out there. Oh man, we're already over $1,000. And we haven't yet to buy case and power supply. But anyways, if you are willing to go over 1,000, get this. But I think we might need to cut down on our budget a little bit. Okay, let's rethink this. Okay, we're gonna definitely go for DDR4 now because I know we're definitely over budget. So 2 DDR4s, 32 gigabyte. We're gonna just buy this. This is the cheapest thing, and get that. And I think we don't have enough budget for a 2 terabyte storage. We're gonna go for NVMe 3rd gen, 4th gen, filter by price, 2 terabyte. Let's go for the 1 terabyte stuff. Silicon power, I don't think they're that bad. I think they make a lot of other things too. Let's go rethink our choices here. Okay, so we're stuck with DDR4 now. And what can we choose? What sort of budget are we setting at here? 645. I want to compromise on the CPU a tiny bit, but not much. So definitely no less than 6 cores. We're gonna pick the same sort of selection, Gen 3, Outer leg, outer leg. Yeah. What choices do I have? See, I really don't want to go 6 core. This is garbage. Like, especially if you want to do anything that's productivity wise, it's just gonna be like garbage. Maybe this 139, 140. Like, that's 6 core. That's still okay. We're gonna 12 170 173 and 189. That's a KF, so with no integrated graphics. That's 159. After leg 65. See, 151. That's only about a few bucks difference. And then, yeah, and then later on it just falls off. I mean, with budget in mind, I think either you get this guy, or you get this guy. I think that will pair okay with the GPU that we picked. Mind you, this is all new. If you could definitely find these things used with way better prices. I know sometimes on Facebook Market, you could find people selling for these maybe around 120. You know what I mean? Like, you could save a 50 bucks here and there. I really like the 12600K, but I really think I should go 13400K, or sorry, non-K. They're really about the same. There's probably like, that's just a rebrand or something. For the price, I think I'll go for that. 159. I'll save myself about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Yeah, I can't go down lower because all these ones are just like what, within 8 bucks a difference, and you get an integrated graphics with this guy that you can definitely do more with it. And I'm unwilling to go down 10 bucks for this garbage. So I'll go for that. I think that's a pretty good choice. Motherboard wise, I don't know. Do you think you want Wi-Fi? I think you want Wi-Fi. I think I want Wi-Fi. What do they have for Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi 6 and don't get Wi-Fi 5. It's way too old of technology now. MSI. That looks like a decent board. For 139, that's a 10 bucks difference. There's a lot of tough choices here. I think that the cheapest one is always our answer nowadays. I think that's gonna be the quite budget board. We're 945 into the budget. Ugh, it is so hard. And we can't go down. Can we go down cheaper in prices on motherboard? Can we get something cheaper? So if we want Wi-Fi, we can't go down on price. I think we're gonna pick this guy instead, without no Wi-Fi. The VRMs on these things are just garbage. They're just, I know you probably don't need that much power anyways, but you still want to get something that's semi-decent. It's hard to decide. This ASRock is actually not that bad. Does it have a Wi-Fi? Does it have a Wi-Fi slot you can at some point upgrade it to? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I think this would be something maybe you want. You can upgrade your Wi-Fi later. So, CPU cooler and case and power supply, and we have $80 of a budget. Plus, obviously, we have a monitor in here already selected. Can we pick something that's a CPU cooler? So you don't need a huge CPU cooler for this processor, but you don't need a. You can't use. I mean, you can use the Intel stock, but it'll be very, very noisy. Man, Thermalright has their fucking choices all sorted out here. Look at that, $17, $18. I'll get this. I'll get this stuff. This stuff is good. And then what? We have $70 for a case and power supply. You think we can squeeze one in there? Power supply. I mean, I hate to sort by price for power supply, but I would kind of resort to it. EVGA, their lower brand stuff are just I can't trust it. They're some are just e-waste. I think a lot of these lower end stuff are just e-waste. I mean, Thermaltake, 600-watt gold. I don't know how good this thing is. I never heard of this brand, so I would stay away from it. But Thermaltake gold, browns? Let's filter by gold. Maybe like, I know some gold are just, it's still e-waste, but it will still be, you know, decent enough to carry something. There's a little bit of ohms. You definitely can't you definitely can put like too powerful GPU on some of these PSUs. It will just basically trip the breaker on internal breaker and burn the power supply. Let's go for that. $56 for a 600-watt power supply. I think that's decent enough for the build. Oh, we got like $10 of difference. Can we buy a cheap case? What sort of cheap case do we get? Thermaltake, Cooler Master, Thermaltake, Cooler Master, Thermaltake, Cooler Master, Silverstone. No, this Silverstone's case probably not that good. I would leaning towards $42, 28, 36. That's a tough choice. This one, it's a very decent case. It's probably better. Yeah, I think it's gonna be airflow wise, definitely better than the Thermaltake. And anything newer? No, you're kind of stuck with this guy here. Master box. All right. I think we made it. Just over $1,000 with a monitor. I think that's a pretty decent build. I mean, yeah. I mean, what does Best Buy got going for it for pre-build? I don't think any of the Best Buy stuff would actually be decent enough for this. This is actually a nice, decent build. And I'm gonna flip this over for Canada just because I live in Canada. I want to see local price would be in Canada. Sure. Okay, Dell will be another $200 on top of this. $1,600. It's more pricey in Canada than in the States. Okay, don't build this in Canada. Build this in the States. This is a better build. This is way better. And we can get it from Newegg, Amazon, and Dell. Yep. I think we can wrap up with this video, and I'm gonna share this link I will grab this link, and I hope you guys find my video entertaining. And if you do enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment about what you want to watch next. Maybe your comment will help me to grow the channel. Well, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.